I'm going to be sharing with you all in this video how to start importing human hair from China and start your human hair business. So you're a student, you're a stay-at-home mom, or you already have a business but you would like to add selling human hair to your business, then this video is going to be very helpful to you. Okay, because in this video I'm going to explain to you how you can find a human hair factory in China, how to import it. Trust me, human hair importation is another oil money when it comes to importation business. Human hair business grows like crazy because these days human hair is now like a luxury. Almost every day people buy different types of hair, people buy wigs, people buy bundles, frontals. The profit margin in human hair business is crazy. Okay, and I know a lot of you be like, people that are selling hair are becoming too much and this and that. My dear, you are not them and they are not you. Okay, when you join the business, your marketing strategy should be totally different from what others are doing. Once you start and you're doing something totally different in marketing your business, and in targeting your customers, my dear, you will always stand out. There are a lot of businesses that a lot of people are doing at the same time, but what really matters is how you are able to put yourself out there, how you are able to market yourself. Okay, so don't even start with a lot of people are into hair business. No, it is a very high profit business, okay, that you can start. And importing it yourself from China is one of the best ways to start this business. Now let's talk about the types of human hairs that you can start importing from China. They have raw hair like Vietnamese, Burma, Cambodia hairs, raw hairs. Then they have virgin hair, processed but can have a very high quality. Okay, they have kinky coily and afro kinky coily hair. They have bone straight hair. Bone straight, I know almost everybody knows about bone straight hairs. In fact, bone straight hair is one of the trendy type of hairs that people sell and buy, especially here in Nigeria. They have waves, different types of waves hair. All these things are different types of hair that you can start importing and start selling. So when it comes to importing these hairs from China, where most people usually find it confusing or find it difficult is getting a hair factory from China, a reliable one. Trust me, when you see a very good human hair factory in China, they sell quality hair. Sometimes sef you will not even know because most it's only when vendor tell you where the hair is from that you know where the hair is from. Sometimes most hair vendors will not even tell you. Okay, but most of them buy from human hair factories in China. And some of these human hair factories, they sell raw hair, they sell virgin hair, they sell bone straight, they sell all those types of hair. Once you're able to get a very good human hair factory or supplier in China. Now, this has led us to how can you find these human hair factories or good suppliers in China. When I talk about getting a good human hair factory in China that you can start importing from, I'm not talking about Chinese people that sells wholesale, like they will buy from factory and start selling. No, I'm talking about getting a direct factory contact. Human hair factories, not human hair wholesalers or people that pretend to be suppliers when they are wholesalers. Okay, because if you get human hair wholesalers contact suppliers as wholesalers and you don't know, their price will be higher, especially if you want to start your own, especially for business. Those are especially when you're buying for business purposes, you're not buying for personal purposes. Okay, those people, their prices will be higher. But when you have the contact of a direct human hair factory, my dear, you will get human hairs at a very lesser. So how do you get these human hair factories in China, to start your profitable human hair business? There are so many ways you can use to get factory contacts. Okay, you can go through most of these Chinese shopping platforms like Alibaba, like 1688, okay, and another platform called DHgate. But I highly recommend, if you want to source for human hair factories in China, you go with 1688 or Alibaba. Okay, some of you who have a very good knowledge of 1688 must have searched for human hairs on 1688. Like, you must have searched for human hairs on 1688 maybe to buy, but you are doing it the wrong way. So I'm also going to explain to you how you can, the best way you can use to search for human hair factories on 1688 and Alibaba. Then another way, the third way and the most easiest way that you can use to get a human hair factory contact in China is making use of a sourcing agent in China. Okay, getting a direct contact from a sourcing agent in China or from a mini importation coach who has the ability or who has a very good knowledge of getting contacts from factories, getting factory contacts. Okay, you can work with them or reach out to them and they will help you to source for human hair factory contacts. If you would like to use these Chinese apps in getting your factory contacts like Alibaba or 1688, let me explain how you should use it to get what you want. This method works for a lot of vendors, a lot of hair vendors that I know who doesn't have a godfather or who doesn't have money to pay for contact or know how to who doesn't know any sourcing agents in China. This method has helped a lot of hair vendors in Nigeria that I know. Okay, all you have to do is go to 1688. You know that 1688 is a Chinese app. Okay, so when you come to 1688 and you type human hair supplier or human hair, in English, my dear, you might be getting an awkward result. You might end up not getting the desired what you are searching for, what you're looking for. They might end up bringing attachment or hair tools or any other thing up for you. But because it is a Chinese app, everything there is written in Chinese. The app is programmed in Chinese language. What you have to do is this: you go to ChatGPT, okay, or you go to Google Translate. Then you type human hair in English and you ask ChatGPT to translate it to Chinese. Once it is translated to Chinese, you copy that Chinese translated version of the human hair, you paste it on the search bar on your 1688 app, and it will bring out different types of human hairs for you. Okay, so it is now left for you to take your time and go through all the list of the suppliers pages and dashboards that 1688 has brought out for you. So you take your time and go through them. And what are you looking for while going through them? Human hair factories. Now on 1688, how will you know a factory? I know most people don't know how to identify this is a factory, this is a wholesaler. How you will know it is that they will boldly write it on their dashboard. A factory will explain that they are factories on their dashboard. But because the app is written in Chinese, a lot of people don't actually know this. But for you to know this, you have to translate. Okay, each supplier's page that you find on 1688, you have to translate to know all the details about that supplier. You will, when you say factory and you translate, you will actually read where they said they are factories. And another thing about spotting factories on 1688 is that they have MOQs. They are standard with the MOQ. Okay, like when you see a factory on 1688 and you reach out to them, you want to place order, they will always tell you that the MOQ is 10, the MOQ is 20, the MOQ is 50. Sometimes some factories will even tell you that the MOQ is 100, and 100 is 100. There is nothing you can do about it. Some wholesalers, when you find them, if you tell them, some wholesalers, when you find them, when you tell them that you want to go for 1 piece, they will say okay. 2 pieces, they will say okay. 3 pieces, they will say okay, because they are not factory. Okay, so this is how you're going to use to search for human hair factories on 1688. And trust me, there are many on 1688. It just left for you to do that searching. It just left for you to take your time if you really, really want to go into this human hair importation business. Take your time and search for human hair factories on 1688. There are many there, trust me. Okay, so when you finally find a factory contact on 1688, you send them a message. When you send them a message, ask them about the MOQ, ask them the types of hairs they sell, their price. You explain to them that this is your business or this is a business you would like to start. Okay, and they should give you their price list. They should tell you the MOQ, their wholesale package, and they will gladly do all those things. Whatever question that you would like to ask. And to make the conversation flow better, use ChatGPT when communicating. So that even if that Chinese person is finding English difficult, because you're chatting with them in English, in Chinese, they will be able to take their time and explain better for you. This will be helpful for most factories, although most factories have their customer services who understands English to some extent. Okay, but for me, I'll prefer chatting them on using Chinese language. And I'm not Chinese, I don't understand Chinese or anything, but I'll always use ChatGPT, always there to help. So you reach out to them, make a conclusion with them, make payments, and get your goods shipped. Now I'm going to explain to you about shipping in this video still. Okay, shipping so that you make profit when your hair arrives. Pay attention to the shipping part, very important. Now when it comes to importing with Alibaba, one advantage about sourcing for human hair factories on Alibaba is that it is English translated. Okay, like everything is in English, and most of the suppliers, customer representative on factories, most of them understands English. So how will you search for human hair factory on Alibaba? When you go to Alibaba's search page, you type human hair or you type Vietnamese human hair. So when you use these keywords in your searching, it will bring out list of human hair factories and wholesalers. So it is left for you to take your time and look for factories. Now when it comes to Alibaba, look for verified factories. First of all, it is very, very easy to find factories in Alibaba because there are many there. But the thing is, they are more expensive than 1688 factory owners. Okay, so you always see factories. It will always be very easy to spot factories on Alibaba. And when you spot factories on Alibaba, make sure they have this verified icon and make sure they have trade assurance. Okay, I know a lot of people like, I don't have dollar card, making payments on Alibaba requires using dollar card. Don't worry, you're not going to, don't worry at all. So what you're going to do is, when you find factories on Alibaba, you're sure that okay, this person is a factory, this is a factory. Okay, this is what you're going to do. You're going to send them a message. When you send them a message, you tell them that you want to buy hair. You explain yourself that you want to go into this business or you're into this business already and you're looking for suppliers. You're looking for where reliable factories that you'll be buying in wholesale from. They will be glad, they will welcome you because they are there for business. Now, this is what you're going to do. You are going to request that if you have a WeChat account, that's why it's very important as a mini importer, have a WeChat account. Or someone who wants to go into mini importation, have a WeChat account. So you're going to send them your WeChat code, QR code, or your WeChat number, or your WeChat ID. You ask them to add you on WeChat. Trust me, most of these factories, they will gladly send you a friend request immediately on WeChat. Before then, you must have already verified how long they have been on Alibaba, if they have trade assurance mark, and if they are verified. Once you see these three things, and you check also the reviews, once these four things are present, go ahead, add them on WeChat. Do that business directly. When you send them your WeChat, when they add you on WeChat, continue with the business conversation. Tell them you want to go into this business or this is the business you're already on into. Explain yourself. Ask them about the MOQ. Inquire about the quantities they sell. Okay, very like trust me, the type of good contact factories you can get on Alibaba. I know millions of businesses that have done on Alibaba, from manufacturers, direct factories, and this was how I was able to get their contact. This was we currently now we are friends on WeChat. It works like crazy because most of them will gladly. That's their business. You know that if you want to trade directly on Alibaba, you have to pay with dollar. And some people like us down here in Nigeria, we don't have, you can't pay with your normal Naira Mastercard. You must have a dollar card for easier payments, unless you're using another third-party app, which their commissions can be crazy. But when you add them up on WeChat, making payments, you will just request for the Alipay account when you have reached agreement, request for the Alipay account, and if you have Alipay account, transfer to them directly. That's all. It's even cheaper. Or you have an exchanger, send their Alipay QR code to an exchanger. The exchanger will help you to pay them. Chicken, very easy, like stress free. No third party commission, nothing. Deal is deal, and By like that, you already have your contact. You're already business friends or business partners with the suppliers. That's how you get trusted suppliers or factory contacts from China for your human hair business. Okay. So when it comes to shipping, after you must have made payments, I know a lot of people are concerned about the shipping part, but don't worry. One thing I like about hair business is that if you ship through air, you still make your profit. If you ship through sea, too much profit. Hey, because shipping hair is very very lightweighted. Shipping hair, you can even ship up to 10 hair at the same time, and you end up paying for like 2 kg or 3 kg. And you can imagine one hair, you can be selling it for like 150k, 200k. You can imagine the profits. Hey God. Shipping hair, whether through sea or through air, profit, yeah, you will still be making your profits. All you have to do is just to make sure that you find a reliable shipping company. Because most of all these shipping companies, the hair they touch, I always say this, they are one of the biggest problems when it comes to importation. Shipping companies. So make sure you find a reliable shipping company that will help you to ship your hair when you start this human hair importation from China. Now let me talk about, as a total beginner, as a total starter, as a total beginner in this human hair business. Now let me talk about how you'll be able to make sales, how you'll be able to get customers, how you can stand out. Okay. First thing is how creating content about your business. Creating content about your business. Creating content when you buy hair, okay, from these suppliers for your business, you want to start. Okay. During the if it's bundle that you bought, during the process of, just make sure that you'll be creating different types of content for, you know, from the hair you buy. Okay, it's not just about you wig the hair. When you're done wigging the hair, you wear it like this, and you be saying, hey, see hair now, he's giving, come and buy. Hell, this is going for 150k, come and buy. Oh, he's giving, come and buy. My dear, this type of content, people are already tired of it. That is what, in fact, most lazy hair vendors use. But you that want to start out in this business, don't follow that lazy method of creating hair content again. No, don't do it. Now, this is how, for example, how you can position yourself and create content that will make people to buy your hair when you start your hair business. Okay? No longer when you carry bundle, you see, available in the store. Is lotion, come and buy. That's boring way of creating content if you're into hair business. Okay. Or if you want to go into hair business, forget about that method. Create creative content about this hair business. Show people the wigging process. Make videos teaching people how to wig hair, short reels, how to flatten, what is it called? This closure side. How to flatten it, how to, how to apply this thing. Just make short reels, creative reels about common things that people always want to learn when it comes to hair, when it comes to wig. Okay, people would like to know how to make this their frontal very flat. People would like to know the tools that are used in fixing all these 5x5 closure or frontal or glueless wig. People would like to know tools, or let me say products that they will be applying on their hair to make it shiny. You can be like, come, let me show you how to soften your hair, how to make your hair coils come out. Short reels. When you go to Pinterest, you see short video, short reels that hair vendors, hair influencers create, something creative like that. That should give you an example, that should give you an edge. Okay. So when you're done with it, you see, and you post it on something like TikTok, most especially. TikTok is one of the first app that you will use to utilize or to start your hair business to grow. Start with TikTok. So when you post something like that, you don't be surprised in the comment section. A lot of people will be asking you, where did you get your hair from? I love the hair. Where did you get it from? Where did you get the tools from? How much did you buy the hair? And you tell them that it is available in the store, that you sell them. You tell them that you sell them. Okay, how to straighten hair. You post before and after. Watch me do this. You bring a fluffy hair, transform this to this, you know, you bring your hair, let's read this into short clips of reels and videos that will attract people. If you want ideas, go to TikTok, go to Pinterest. So these are the creative ways that you can create content to promote and market your hair business when you start your hair importation business. Okay, all these big hair vendors in Nigeria or whatever country that you know, my dear, they all started small. Some of them even started without having money to buy directly. Some of them started by posting people's videos and content. But you, one thing with importing by yourself, importing directly from most of these Chinese factories is that it's cheaper. You can buy a hair bundle for like 30,000 naira and you sell it for like 70,000. You can buy a hair bundle for like 50,000. You can sell that hair or that wig for like 100,000, 150,000. Like the profit margin is crazy. Please, at this point, if you have gained a new knowledge a little in this video, kindly like this video, okay? And also, if you have questions, leave a comment in the comment section. Ask your questions in the comment section. Okay. I recently placed another of hair. This is a hair video right here from one of the human hair factory direct contact that one of my sourcing agents got for me in China, and I can't wait for that hair to arrive, so I'll come and give you people a review. If you would like to have the direct human hair factory contact from China to save you the stress of, you know, going through all the process of getting a human hair factory contact on CC88 and Alibaba that I've mentioned, then you can reach out to me. You let me know, or if you have any other questions with regards to importing hair, human hair from China, importing and selling human hair from China, let me know. I'm not a hair vendor, but I have a very good knowledge about importing hair right now because of my vast experience in mini importation as a mini importation coach. I'm into gadget importation, which is almost similar to human hair importation because of the profit margins in these businesses. Okay, so I can tell you for sure that even if I want to start human hair business, my dear, it will be very easy for me. It will be easy for me because of the knowledge I already have and contacts I can get. I hope you learned something from this video. At least you picked one or two. All right, if you have any questions of any kind or any video request, let me know in the comment section because this video is based on a popular request. Okay, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.